Welcome to the Yo-11 podcast, mostly Vegas, no BS casino experience and more. Michael Trager is a casino and travel loyalty expert who also helps people turn their travel dreams into reality. And we would also like to mention one of our affiliates and supporters, Your Best Credit Cards. Use the link below to subscribe to credit card bonus offer notifications, and you'll never miss a bonus offer again. And when you sign up, it'll track the cards you're interested in and alert you when the bonus goes up. Pretty damn cool. Another bonus, you'll also support the Yo-11 podcast when you use it. And now your host, Michael Trager. How's it going, Michael?
It's going great. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thanks for asking. Happy Monday. Mondays usually aren't happy, but hope you're having a happy one.
Yeah, it's pretty happy. Busy. Lots of things happening this week, but it's good. It's good. No real complaints. Been busy, and we've been doing lots of great stuff at Travel Zork, which makes me happy.
That's good.
Joy. That's it. It's all about joy. Isn't that the new thing now? Joy. Everyone's into joy.
Joy is a good thing. Joy, hope, all that stuff. It's it's good to have some positivity. So yeah, I'm all about that positivity.
And on that note, you couldn't find anything really positive in the Vegas news.
Nope.
So
being a Vegas local sucks because for tourists, when they see Vegas news, it's exciting because someone put it on Twitter. It's something that's going to open, or it's a new show, or this or that, whatever. And I kind of miss that life because now that I live here and I look for news stories that are like that, I see more negative things than positive things on most days. So yeah, it kind of
it's a tough one. I think there's the viral stuff that goes around, like the rumors and the other things. And I think the viral one was going around this weekend was like some fight in MGM, which I don't even think was in Las Vegas. It just said MGM, but you see those if you follow X enough, you hear about all kinds of negative news, and that's just not fun. I like seeing the positive news. I actually love to see I love to see people giving glimpses of their trips on like X and stuff when they share pictures. I think that's really cool.
So what's up with the sunglasses?
Well, I'm going to the Breakers this week, so I figured I was getting ready. So you like that? You like the sunglass look?
They look good. They look good. So the Breakers is what's in Palm Beach?
It is in Palm Beach, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do the sunglass thing. Should I do the sunglass thing? It's good. You see, I don't have to worry if I'm looking at the camera. You see, that's a trick. That's a video trick, right?
Kinda. I mean, I can on your left eye see where your eyes are going because of the sun. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it kind of looks good. You'd have to kill that light source to your left.
Isn't it Casey that does that on YouTube? He started with the sunglasses. I don't know. I think it's cool. Maybe it's changing it up a little. If you'll notice, the background behind me has changed too.
Oh yeah, there you go. And it's from what you were telling me, it's adjustable. You can swap things out as you wish.
Yes, I swapped. And we have two different airlines today. Notice the two airlines. Let's see. I'll have to look. We're Delta and United. Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool. I was just I think.
I'm looking, but I could have just looked at my picture. Oh my God, I don't know where I'm looking, but
I just remembered for the folks at home when Trager just moved and was showing me his new setup, his studio setup and everything, and all the stuff in the back. I said to him, "Yo, who's that hot pinup girl on the upper right side of the screen?"
My mom's always in the background, always in honor of my mom.
I felt like an idiot.
I know, but that was cool. But I do like it. I do set it where I can change the background because I don't want to always have the same background. So I think that's sort of cool that I made a little like magnetic board and I can put different posters up there. So I don't change it all the time, but at least it's a little interesting. And then I have my chip rack, which I haven't totally organized yet. You know how moving is. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I might be doing that again soon because where I'm living now, they're about to convert into Airbnbs. So I'm looking at another place not too far from here, but we'll get to that bridge when I got across it. It shouldn't affect anything, really.
Bridge, road, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
We can talk about that when I'm in Vegas because I will be in Vegas soon enough.
Yeah, soon enough.
From my residence, my upcoming trip to Vegas will be my longest trip to Vegas ever. It's over 9 days.
You sound like a European. That's what Europeans typically do. They.
Oh yes, so I'm moving into the Excalibur for 9 days. Silent pause.
I'm having a very hard time picturing you of all people. I know that you have certain tastes in things, certain luxury, lavish at Excalibur. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around that.
That also gets to the thing that we run into all the time with Vegas. And I talked about this. I did a podcast interview today, and how people, still the quality of like Luxor and Excalibur is still like much better than your quality of like your regular 3-star hotel in another city. And I think we've said this before, like your regular Holiday Inn or Comfort Inn or something, it's still better. Maybe the rooms, I mean, like some of the New Hampton Inns have nicer rooms, and they have renovated it at Luxor. I don't know if they've renovated at Excalibur recently, but just the amenities of the property, like just think about it. Even Luxor and Excalibur have a ton of bars and restaurants and other things. I think people, it's the whole it's the whole Vegas world.
I'm just going to once again remind the folks at home to go ahead and check out the sponsor of this episode, Your Best Credit Cards. It helps to support the show. We can't have Trager staying in places like Excalibur. So if you can just go ahead and check out Your Best Credit Cards, the link is in the description.
Okay, we'll see. But maybe, but still.
Here's what I think you're going to do, man. You're going to get there. You're going to get to that line at Excalibur, and you're going to be like, F this. And you're going to use your like status at win or something. And you're going to go across to win or Resorts World or something.
I just try to be, I think it's funny when I read all the Facebook groups where people are like, what do you think of this hotel? Or what do you think? And it's like any hotel, someone can be really critical of it. That's a funny thing. I also think it's sort of funny because people ask that question, but like you're way better off if you're coming for 2 weeks from the UK to stay at the Four Seasons or stay at Wynn. But if you don't have the budget for that, what does that really mean? Right.
Yeah, I mean, my last stay at Excalibur, I saw blood stains on the curtains, so there's that. Wishing you the best.
Are you sure they were blood stains?
I'm not certain that they were, but they were dark. They were dark stains, very dark, bloody looking.
We should do this or that. This or that. I did that with Steve on the podcast many years ago. It's like Excalibur or the Link.
I would take the
Luxor
Link
or Harrah's.
Oh, Luxor's got a lot of good food options.
You see, it's interesting. No, it's a fun question.
Harrah's has the best location if you like Middle Center Strip.
Yeah, that's well.
Harrah's also Harrah's got the good food. They got that great food court and a bunch of other things, and they also got the good location Center Strip. Luxor is all right as far as their food goes, but it's not that great.
I just dropped an amazing tweet quote from a 1973 Price is Right, and the prize, the prize package included a trip to Las Vegas, included a car and a trip to Las Vegas, and $500 in silver dollars. Wow. But it's funny. You've got to watch that. I just dropped that on X, but it's so funny because it's that Price is Right, like the prize package includes and a trip to Las Vegas. The Sahara. But in 1973, $500 in silver dollars,
so that was a lot of money. Now $500 in silver dollars is worth a lot just for the silver. So I mean, if it's authentic.
So anyway, I'm not sure if they were really still silver in 1973.
That reminds me, I have this quarter that might be worth $2,000. I gotta look into that. Anyways, all right. So I think we're getting off the track here.
Well, let's get on to the teas.
Here it is.
Okay, so the whole purpose of this episode was it was not to brag about this tweet, but it was basically to educate about a few things that were on this tweet and a few things that were going on here that collided. We're going to set aside the American Airlines concierge key thing because that isn't really the most important element here. But the most important element here of this tweet is that airlines can endorse you over to other airlines and have arrangements with other airlines. And you pretty much so need to obviously have a problem with the flight or a flight cancellation, but they can endorse you to another airline, and American Airlines will endorse you to United Airlines. And I wanted you, and that's how you refer to it, like for them to endorse you to another airline. This is an important concept because the low cost carriers, also Southwest, do not endorse to other carriers. So if you're flying on Spirit or Frontier, if a flight is canceled or there's a mechanical problem, they will not put you on another airline. They'll just make you wait until you can get another Spirit flight. So I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind when you're flying, full service carriers, that this is something you should ask for when there is a flight problem. Now, what I also talked about here, which was interesting, is that when they endorse a flight, sometimes they endorse you over into full fare. And in this case, there were only two tickets available. So that meant that, so what it means when they endorse in a simple way, it means that you've paid American Airlines money in this instance to be on a flight. What American Airlines has done is they will rebook you on another airline if the seats are available, and sort of transfer that money over to the other airline. And it has to be a reciprocal agreement that both airlines agree to do this. And when they do that, sometimes they transfer you over in what's a very full fare, uh, which is a much more expensive fare code. Well, what's interesting is that United Airlines still really counts your upgrades based on the fare paid. So it includes status level, but it also includes the fare paid. So, and I remember this from years ago, and I wasn't sure if it was still accurate anymore, but it had to be in this instance because of what happened. United Airlines will put more emphasis on a higher fare than your status. So a lower status person, like a silver with a more expensive ticket, has a greater chance of getting upgraded than a higher status person on a cheaper ticket. So that's what happened here. But here was the catch. I don't have any United miles to upgrade. In order to list for an upgrade, you need miles, and I wanted to list for a mileage upgrade. So what I was able to do is I was able to use a points currency. Now, I think we talk about this all the time. Very, very important concept. You can earn points that just go into an individual program. What does that mean? Delta credit card gets you Delta Sky miles. United credit card gets you United Mileage Plus. American Airlines credit card gets you American Advantage miles. Or you could use a card like a Chase card or an American Express, where you get a point, where you earn a points currency. With Chase, it's ultimate rewards. With American Express, it's membership rewards. So what happened in this instance is I said, ooh, Chase and United are a partner. I need 7,500 miles per person to endorse this, or to not endorse this, to list for this upgrade. So I was able to go onto the Chase website and transfer points, actually transfer from my wife's account to the United account. So we had enough points in there, and those Chase transfers are instant. And then I could list us for an upgrade because now we had United points. The reason why points currencies are so important is because they give you flexibility. So Chase can transfer to Hyatt, can transfer to United. That gives you huge flexibility. American Express can transfer to Delta and Singapore, and Chase also does that. So you're not locked into using your points for only one purpose or one airline. Whereas if you have a credit card that just earns Delta points, or just earns United points, or just earns American points, then yes, it's nice you're accumulating American, Delta, and United points, but that's not going to help you if you needed Hyatt points to stay at a hotel. And we actually happened to do that for this trip, and we transferred Chase points to use it for some Hyatt stays. We don't always do that. It's a mixture of depending on what's happening with the stay. So I just wanted to bring that up. And there's also a couple of pictures of the flight. Obviously, we both got upgraded. We cleared the upgrade list, and that was very nice, which meant I got to try the United Airlines burger, which was very interesting on the flight to PBI. But the thing here, it's more than just the information about this tweet, but it's the information about things that you need to keep in mind when you're traveling. And a very important thing is the ability to be endorsed over to another carrier if things go wrong. And then the other thing that's really important is why currencies are much more important. And I would always advocate for people, in most instances, there are some outlier instances, to earn most of your points, and hopefully you're going to get bonus categories in a currency like ultimate rewards or membership rewards or built points. Those are also really, really good, or uh, capital one points. So that's just something for you to keep in mind. I'm always reminding of people of that, because if I hadn't had something like Chase Ultimate Rewards points, I wouldn't have had them to transfer to United. And in that case, I wouldn't have been able to list for the upgrade. In theory, you could have bought United points, but they're really pricey. And remember, in this case, it was speculative because the upgrade might have not cleared. So it might have not mattered. So that's my story there. And I hope that a lot of people out there, keep choosing credit cards where they earn currency points like ultimate rewards or membership rewards, because there are so many possibilities for using those points, and using those points by transferring. That's almost always going to be your best bet, is transferring, not to use them on a cash basis for something. But there are also some outliers there. So that's it. That's my story.
That's like some sort of miles and points sorcery you managed to pull up, because it's good that you have all that knowledge, because you're like, wait, here's what we can do. From one thing to the other,
fun. And that's why the tweet was a little much. Like, a lot of things happened of which some people wouldn't be able to align all of those things. So I always try to break that. What I always say, when you have a complicated scenario where we got sort of lucky, in this scenario where everything turned out, but there are still lessons to be gleaned from the different things that happened there. And that's what I try to do. Like, yes, we were very fortunate. Yes, I got a bunch of things to align and it all worked out. But still, the underlying concepts here, that airlines can endorse you to another airline, but you're going to have to ask for that. Airlines don't want to do that because they're sending the money that you paid for your ticket over to another airline. So they're not going to necessarily offer that up. So you need to know that that's an option. And there are a lot of things that you should know that are, that you have to know that are an option. And also, having, one of the number one questions for people is, what credit card should I use? And like I said, fundamentally earning Chase Ultimate Rewards points or membership rewards points are going to give you the most flexibility. Sometimes you will team that up with having a Hyatt credit card or a United credit card, because those are your focus properties or focus airlines, especially with American Airlines. A big differential there is, with American Airlines, loyalty points are what determine your status, and to get loyalty points, you can get them through your credit card. So it's not all black and white, but fundamentally, you're going to want to have a points currency like Chase Ultimate Rewards or membership rewards or built. You're going to probably optimally want to have at least two of those in your back pocket, so that you can use them for different things when the times come up. Could be last minute travel, could be transferring for an upgrade, all kinds of things. So just keep that in mind.
This sounds like the kind of stuff that people would learn a lot about if they attend this year's ZorkFest 2024, November 1st to 3rd, Horseshoe, Las Vegas.
Yes, it's something. And this is a big topic of conversation on ZorkFest. And we just added an additional session, which is an add-on and is an additional cost, but has a really good Asian-themed lunch on Sunday, which goes very, very deep into these things. It's a expert kind of session. And let's see. Well, Vestro, you can read the section from the website. It's very, very good, I think. You did a great job on the website, by the way.
Oh, I know. It was. I'm pretty awesome at that kind of stuff.
Well, and you're also, you're very modest, so I like that.
Oh, I know. I'm pretty modest about things.
No, I know
it's one of the qualities that people admire about me.
Yes, I know. But just to give people a little bit of an idea, this just went on sale You don't need to buy it. You can buy a ZorkFest ticket and decide later you want to. You want to buy your ZorkFest ticket before the early bird is over. But we have a new session called ZorkFest Backroom Session, Secrets of the Elite. And that's join us on November 3rd for an exclusive, no holds barred session where we reveal the travel hacking secrets that never make it to social media. This intimate gathering is designed for advanced travel hackers and highly motivated beginners who are ready to unlock the full potential of their points and miles strategy. And Julia of GeoBreeze and Ben of Ben's Big Deal are going to be doing it. It's a small group. It's limited to under 60 people. There are also going to be some other people there like Justin, and we expect you're going to break out into small groups. There's going to be interactive kind of sessions. There's going to be lots of question and answer. It's going to be extremely interactive, and this is where you're going to be able to really talk about how you can earn more points and other tips and tricks that would not regularly be spoken about in regular sessions. But of course, this is above and beyond. So we offered it as a separate thing. And it is after Coffee Dice on Sunday. So you could still watch the Coffee Dice game and stuff like that. And once again, and I keep repeating this over and over, ZorkFest is meant for you to have an amazing weekend in Las Vegas. So you could pretty much still have your Friday night free. You could pretty much still have your Sunday free. But if you want more stuff, we've got stuff on Sunday you can add on. We have a dinner on Friday night, which is going to be really cool that you can add on. So you can sort of do what you want. But we don't want to force people to be in a classroom setting or to be doing ZorkFest all weekend. We want you to build the kind of amazing Vegas weekend that, brings you joy.
All right. And before we get going, is there anything that you want to share? Anything on your mind?
I think I've shared enough.
All right. Well, have fun at the Breakers tomorrow. I'm looking forward to our episode, and you can tell me how everything went. It's gonna be fun stuff. For sure. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Luxury travel booking, TravelZork Travel. Visit us at travelzork.travel to plan your next amazing vacation, and please join the conversation on social media. You can find us easily. All social platforms are at TravelZork. We'll see you next time.